Before we begin the newscast, we just wanted to thank our listeners. We are now starting our third month here at PEP Radio. For more information about us, go to our website page on paequality.com. Click the radio tower and you'll be taken right to our page. And let's get to it. From the PEP Radio newsroom, these are the stories we are covering at this hour. Reuters is reporting that Pope Francis faced calls to overturn the Catholic Church's ban on gender-affirming care for transgender people on Saturday when he held talks with LGBTQ activists at the Vatican. The 80-minute meeting, held privately at the guest house where the Pope lives, included a Catholic sister who works with LGBTQ people, a member of the transgender community, a U.S. medical doctor who helps run a clinic providing gender-affirming hormonal care for adults. The meeting, with around a dozen LGBTQ activists, comes 6 months after the Vatican's doctrinal office firmly rejected gender-affirming care, saying it risks threatening the unique dignity the person has received from the moment of conception. LGBTQ groups sharply criticized the Vatican document and said the doctrinal office did not seek input from transgender people about their experiences before rejecting gender-affirming care. We expressed as the church makes policies in this area, that it's very important to speak with transgender individuals, said Cynthia Herrick, an endocrinologist at a St. Louis, Missouri clinic who took part in the papal meeting. The Pope was very receptive, said Herrick. He listened very empathetically. He also shared that he always wants to focus on the person, the well-being of the person. And from Ohio, this story from the Cleveland Plain Dealer. Large majorities of Ohio voters reject protections for transgender people, according to Baldwin Wallace's new Ohio Pulse poll released Wednesday. With the November election weeks away, Republican candidates in Ohio and nationwide have made transgender issues part of their campaigns. That's after Ohio passed House Bill 68, banning youth from receiving gender transition health care and barring young transgender women from playing female interscholastic sports. Nearly 3/4 of respondents in the BW poll opposed allowing transgender high school athletes to play on the team that matches their gender identity and objected to physicians providing minors with medical care for a gender transition. Nearly 66% of the respondents in the Baldwin Wallace poll opposed transgender people using public bathrooms that match their gender identity, and more than 55% supported requiring public schools to notify parents if a student identifies with a gender different from their biological sex. And that's the news at this hour. Time for more music now on PEP Radio.